it's so nice to see people and women. Okay, so this has been amazing so far, super inspirational, and I've loved hearing about all of your businesses, and I know many of you, and I've been involved with this organization for a while, and I've been around a while, and it's been amazing to watch the growth. So kudos to all of you. I'm going to talk a whole lot about my business, so I wanted to thank everybody, our speakers, Miyako and Bethany, for their incredibly hard work. And I'm already like deep into my 2 minutes. So I want to talk about three things. I want to talk about the fear of not being good enough. And I want to talk about how often I feel that way. And I want to talk about what I do with it. So, how many of you have ever been afraid of not being good enough at something? Anything? Yeah, raise your hands. Okay, so now we're all much more comfortable. We know we share at least that in common. So fear of not being good enough shows up in all kinds of ways for me. Comparison to others, playing small, not asking a question or speaking up if I think I could be embarrassed, and envy. And the list goes on, but those are probably like my big four go-to when I'm feeling afraid. So you've all heard the phrase, when one door closes, another opens. And I believe that to be true, but what good is an open door if you're too afraid to walk through it? And when my business partner and I opened our boutique real estate firm in 2016, I was afraid, mostly of failing publicly, failing privately, letting my team down, of everybody learning that I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't smart enough, or I wasn't successful enough to make this work, even though there was plenty of evidence to the contrary. So fast forward to yesterday, ironically. After months of negotiations, we doubled the size of our company through an acquisition of 2 real estate offices in Central Vermont. And even though I've experienced growth and I've experienced success in the last 5 years, when we were signing the final papers, I was so afraid. Every single one of those fears came back. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I want you to know that you can be fearful a lot, and you can be successful a lot. You can hear the voice of fear, and we all know what it sounds like, and you can move forward anyway. The difference is in the action that you take. So to navigate these changing times, and that's an understatement, we've had to be bold, we have had to be open, we've had to be brave. Like, you've already been through so much. You're here, you're in these seats, you've made the changes, you've made the sacrifices, you've listened to the pull of what you want to do, and you've already come this far. So, a quote that I have on my window, actually in front of my desk, says, "The pain of regret far outweighs the pain of risk." And it does. So, be afraid, and do it anyway. Because you are good enough, and so am I. Thanks.